Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. And if you are new to this channel, say welcome, join the family, and do all to subscribe so that whenever we post a new video you get a notification so that you won't miss out. So in today's video we're going to be continuing from the two previous videos where we were looking into equations, and we concluded that there are three types of equations. We have the linear equation, also have the simultaneous equation, and lastly we have the quadratic equation, right? So we're going to be looking into the quadratic equation. If you haven't watched some examples on simultaneous equation and linear equation, you can just check the previous videos and you'll get into detail with that. Okay, so continuing, we are looking at quadratic equations. So in quadratic equations, how do you identify that this is a quadratic equation? So you see an equation that has x, and the highest power of x, it will be 2, okay, in that equation. And also, the general structure of a quadratic equation must be, okay, let's just say structure, okay. So it will be ax squared plus bx to the power 1 plus c x 0 is equals to 0. So this becomes ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So this is the general structure of a quadratic equation. And since we said in a solving equation we're just generally looking for the value of the unknown, so the unknown will be x, right? And a, b, and c will be just coefficients, okay? So the formula for finding the value of x in quadratic equation is x is equals to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, okay, or divided by 2a, okay. So we are going to look into some of the examples that we have from the question, okay. So I'm given 4x squared minus 13x plus 3 is equals to 0, okay. So the first thing we notice that already this is in the quadratic formula structure, because we have our ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. This is the formula of how we identify the values of a, b, and c. So a is going to be equal to 4 and b is equal to, we take this whole coefficient, is equal to minus 13, and c is equals to 3, right? And now to find the value of x, we said x is equals to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all of this divided by 2a, okay. So now we have the value of a, b, and c. So we are simply going to substitute these values into the equation. So x is equals to minus b is minus 13 bracket plus or minus the square root of minus 13 squared minus 4a, that's 4 again, c, and that's 3. Okay. All of this divided by 2 times 4. If we simplify, we have 13 plus or minus. If you simplify from this, 13 squared from our calculator. Okay. Thirteen squared, we get square root of 169 minus 4 times 4, that's 16. 16 times 3, that's 48, minus 48. And if we further simplify, divided by 8. If we further simplify from the square root, we have 169 minus 48. Okay. And that's 1 to 1. So 13 plus or minus square root of 1 to 1 or divided by 8. Now to find the two answers, either x is equals to 13 plus square root of 1 to 1 over 8, which is equals to, if you punch it on the calculator, we get 3, right? And or x is equals to 13, say plus or minus, so it's minus square root of 1 to 1 over 8. So x is equals to, we punch it on the calculator again, we get 1 over 4, which is equals to 0.25. Okay. Now these are the two values of x. So x is either 3 or 0.25. Okay. So this was the first example. You simply had to substitute the value of a, b, and c into the equation. Then you just work out your maths until you get to the final answer, and you have to come out with two values of x, either or. Okay. So let's look at another example in quadratic. Okay. Okay, so in this example, we are given 3x squared is equals to 8x minus 2. Okay. So as we said, you already identify that it is not a linear equation. It is almost similar to a linear equation, but the only thing that will show you that it is not a linear equation is the highest power of x is 2, right? That's number one. We identify it's a quadratic equation with the highest power of x being 2. Then we now have to find the correct values of a, b, and c. Because if you are just to use it like this and you say this is your a, this is your b, this is your c, these will be wrong values in terms of b and c, because you end up saying b is equals to 8 and c is equals to minus 2, which is not correct. Okay, so you go back to the general structure of a quadratic equation. Say ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0, right? So you now know that you have to rearrange your equation that you are given to fit this formula. Okay, so it will now be, if you rearrange it, you move these numbers that are in the right hand side to the left hand side, you end up having 3x squared minus 8x plus 2 is equals to 0. Now it is in the correct format, right, of a quadratic equation. So your a now becomes 3, and your b now becomes minus 8, and your c now becomes 2. Okay, next is you write your quadratic formula. X is equals to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all of these divided by 2a. Okay, you substitute your values of a, b, and c, so you have minus 8 plus or minus the square root of 8 squared minus 8 squared, sorry, minus 4 times 3 times 2, all of this divided by 2 times 3. Okay. And if you simplify from the square root using your calculator, you end up having you say 8 squared, okay, minus 4 bracket 4 times 3 times 2. Okay. You end the square root 40, so it will be 8 plus or minus the square root of 40, all divided by 6. Okay, so either x is 8 plus square root of 40 over 6, or 8 minus the square root of 40 over 6. If you punch it on your calculator, you have, say, 8 plus square root 40 divided by 6. Okay, that's 2,38,7 to 2 significant to 2 decimal place, it will be 2,39. Okay, or 8 minus, if we change the sign, 8 minus the square root of 40 divided by 6, it will be 0,279, which will become 0,28. Okay, so x is either 2,39 or 0,28. Okay, so the only tricky part was for you to arrange your equation into the correct format of the quadratic equation, so that you substitute the correct values of a, b, and c. Okay, so in summary, you just simply have to know the correct structure of a quadratic equation. That's number one. And then you have to know the quadratic formula by head. This one you just have to know. Okay, so yeah, that's it, guys. If you have more questions on equations, solving quadratic equations, please do to get in touch with us either by email, or you can send a DM on all our social media platforms. Don't forget to like, to comment, to share, and to subscribe on the channel so that you won't miss out. But for now, this is it. See you in the next video.